What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing the Q&A I posted on Instagram. I got a couple questions, I'm going to be answering it in this video, so stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. So based on my Instagram poll, I got about 8 questions to answer. So let's get started from the beginning. The first question is, does drinking alcohol kill the coronavirus inside my body? The answer is no. Coronavirus or COVID-19 is not a gastrointestinal infection. It's more of a viral infection where it goes into your blood. And so thinking if you're drinking alcohol or any disinfectant could help cleanse the coronavirus from inside your body is not accurate whatsoever. So all those false rumors about drinking bleach or like drinking alcohol to cleanse or disinfect your throat or your stomach is completely false, and I would stay away from any recommendations from anyone saying things like that. So the second question, let's go. One moment. All right, the second question is, do you think it's easy to open up your own pharmacy? So I work at an independent pharmacy, but I don't own that pharmacy, so I don't have first-hand experience in answering this question. But what I could say is, based off how much I've learned working very closely at the independent pharmacy, is it's not easy at all, but of course it's very doable. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So I don't think it's easy per se by any means, especially the pharmacy field in the last couple years. It's been getting more and more difficult. However, it's still possible and it's still very feasible for someone to open up their own pharmacy. So I don't think it's easy, but it could be done. So the third question is, how's it like being a super young pharmacist? So I don't know what super young is, but I don't think I'm too young, but I don't think I'm too old. I'm 26 years old and I am a pharmacist. So it does feel great to be a pharmacist by itself. So it doesn't matter how young or old. After a lot of years of studying and working, finally being at a point where I am a pharmacist, I am working, I bear the fruits of my labor. It does feel good. However, I don't think I'm that young. I know there's younger pharmacists out there younger than me, so I don't know if I'm that young, but it feels great to be a pharmacist. The fourth question is, do you think pharmacy schools will require the COVID vaccine in the near future? That's a good question. So they're currently obviously working on coronavirus or COVID-19 vaccines. However, none of them are out yet, so we don't have any guidelines or any protocols with vaccines, but my guess is they should recommend it because I'm for vaccines. I am a healthcare provider, so I do advocate for getting vaccinated, and if schools should require the COVID-19 vaccination once it comes out. So yes, I do think they'll require it. So the fifth question is, what was the hardest part of pharmacy in your opinion? So the question was asked in past tense, what was the hardest part of pharmacy? So I'm thinking you're asking what was the hardest part of pharmacy school. So I'm gonna answer it based off that. If I was wrong, sorry. You can ask me in the comment section below if you're watching. But the hardest part of pharmacy school for me was probably memorizing brand and generic names, mainly brand names. So every medication that comes out has a generic name, and the company or the pharmaceutical company that makes the medication gives it a brand name. So like ibuprofen is a generic name, and Advil is the brand name for the company that made ibuprofen, for example. So the hardest part of pharmacy school was for me to memorize the brand names of medications because like I said in a lot of my videos, I like to understand why behind the what, and so me not understanding why was this medication named this brand name, if it has no sense of like relation to the actual medication, to what it does or how it's taken, it's hard for me to memorize blindly. So when you have a bunch of medications, a bunch of drugs where you have to know the brand names, that was the hardest part for me for pharmacy school. The sixth question, and this is coming from a special friend, it asks, why are you a snake? Last time I checked, I think I'm a human, but if you think otherwise, please let me know. All right, seventh question is, does it really matter what time of day I take my medication? Very good question. So a lot of medications are spaced out on purpose. So for example, a medication you take in the morning, you take it and it lasts, for example, maybe for 8 hours. So after that 8 hours, you have another dose that you're supposed to take. And so to continue that therapy for the whole day. So if you take both of those medications at the same time, you might get a really high efficacy at the moment you take it, but then at night where the medication runs out of your body, then you won't have any sort of medication and you won't get that therapy you need. So it does matter what time of day you take medications, and certain medication, it matters greatly. Other medications, you have more wiggle room. So that's the way I would answer that question. The last question is, do you think it's good to take Viagra on daily? Me and my wife are very sexually active. Well, there goes my monetization on the video, but it's okay. If you guys are already sexually active, I don't think you guys need Viagra if you guys are already performing fine. If you're asking, is it good to take it on daily? Viagra is generally prescribed as needed. So whenever you need it, or if you're about to have sexual intercourse and you take it prior, that's when you need it. So if you're taking it every day, that's something you should talk to your doctor, because there could be other factors to consider when you're taking a medication, because that could interact with other medications or other health issues you may or may not have. So it's always good to check up on that for your specific healthcare needs. However, seems like the way this question is asked, you don't really need Viagra, but I would say talk to your doctor about that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and found it entertaining. Expect more videos of me actually at the pharmacy. Like right now I'm recording in my house, but I do want to record more videos at the actual pharmacy, because I think it's a better setting to maybe show you guys specific things. I did enjoy making those videos, but worst comes to worst, I'll record here, but I'll do my best to record at the pharmacy as well. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.